A very good afternoon to one and all. I am Dr. Saikil Chakravarti, and I welcome you all in this event organized by POPMA. POPMA, which stands for Practicing Oral Pathologists and Microbiologists Association, was formed in 2023 with the single-minded idea of promoting the specialty practice of oral and maxillofacial pathology and oral microbiology in India, and elevating the professional status of those dental surgeons practicing this specialty. It is seen that the practice of oral pathology has taken a backseat in the milieu of the thriving private practice of dentistry in India. It was long felt that promoting the value of oral pathology and microbiology to the other medical and dental organizations and taking it out of the confines of the educational institutions was the need of the hour. And we at POPMA have taken it as our mission to do the same. The subject of oral pathology acts as a bridge between the clinical and diagnostic aspect of diseases, and add to it the research part, and we oral pathologists become an important force in promoting holistic care to our patients. And as every new sapling needs nurture and guidance, we also look for a beacon of light to lead us in our vision of uniting and empowering the oral pathologists in India. So, on behalf of all of us, let us all take an immense amount of pride to share this stage with some names who showed us the first light, who, through their teachings and demeanor, gave us the courage to hold on to the passion and respect for the subject of oral and maxillofacial pathology. And by looking up to them, we have learned our indispensable role in taking care of our patients. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives us great honor and pleasure to felicitate four such revered names from whom we have learned so much. Dr. Dinesh Daftary, Dr. Mandana Donoghue, Dr. Usha Hegde, Dr. Kabita Chatterji. A warmest welcome to all of you, sir and ma'ams. With folded hands, we welcome the guest of honor for today's event, the name to whom all of us in POPMA turn to when we need guidance in diagnosing a case, a referral, or a reference from many of his articles, and in general, the snippets of his wisdom. Dr. Vinay Hazare, welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Heartfelt welcome to Dr. Sharda, senior practicing oral and maxillofacial pathologist, and it is our good fortune to have her as an advisor on board with POPMA. Welcome, ma'am. I think ma'am has already sent her best wishes to us. Well, since the inception of POPMA by our founder president, Dr. Bhuvan Nagpal, though we are using the word founder, but he looks quite young to be used this word. But anyways, um, this was in 2023, and we now, after 1 year, stand strong with 83 members on count from 17 different states all over the country. Amongst the various academic and organizational activities, POPMA held its first governing body elections for the new office bearers on 10th of September 2024, and I was entrusted with the responsibility of returning officer in these elections. This democratic process was done for five posts, that is, the vice president, the general secretary, the joint secretary, and two executive members. The posts for the president and the treasurer were to be carried forward for this term, keeping in mind the administrative and the logistical challenges. 19 of our members were nominated for the post for voting for the posts, and the voting saw an enthusiastic participation of all our members, resulting in an overwhelming 82.7% of the voting percentage, which gave us five winners for the post. As the returning officer of the whole democratic process, I had the supervising and the redressal gateways in place for a free and fair event. For all the members who fought this first election, congratulations, as you already are a part of the think tank of POPMA, and congratulations to be followed with added responsibilities for our elected members who would now be sworn in shortly. May I now call upon the elected members in the already provided order for the swearing in. First, for the post of President, Dr. Bhuvan Nagpal. Just a moment. Dr. Bhuvan Nagpal, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Is the certificate on display? Just to
Yes,
confirm. Right. Well, oath of office. I,
Dr. Bhuvan Nagpal, having been elected as President of the Practicing Oral Pathologists and Microbiologists Association, do hereby solemnly pledge allegiance to my association that I will faithfully perform the duties and responsibilities of my position to the best of my ability and support all association activities and programs that will benefit the association and the members in particular, that I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws of the Practicing Oral Pathologists and Microbiologists Association, that I further pledge to exemplify the high ideals of my association, to render positive service to the community and nation, and to bring honor and respect to the Practicing Oral Pathologists and Microbiologists Association, that finally I shall impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily and without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. जय हिंद, जय ओरल पैथोलॉजी, जय पोपमा. ओरल पैथोलॉजी मेरा कर्मा, ओरल पैथोलॉजी मेरा धर्मा, और ओरल पैथोलॉजी मेरा अभिमान है.
Thank you. Congratulations, Mr. President.
All the best.
And now, may I call upon Dr. Ketki Kalale for the post to be sworn in as the Vice President. Dr. Ketki, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Is the certificate on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Oath of office. I,
Dr. Ketki Karele, having been elected as Vice President of the Practicing Oral Pathologists and Microbiologists Association, do hereby solemnly pledge allegiance to my association, that I will faithfully perform the duties and responsibilities of my position to the best of my ability and support all association activities and programs that will benefit the association and the members in particular, that I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws of the Practicing Oral Pathologists and Microbiologists Association, that I further pledge to exemplify the high ideals of my association, to render positive service to the community and nation, and to bring honor and respect to the Practicing Oral Pathologists and Microbiologists Association, that I finally shall impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily and without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Jai Hind. Thank you so much.
thank you. Congratulations, Vice President. And now, may I call upon Dr. Abhishek Bhadrana to be sworn in as the General Secretary. Dr. Abhishek Bhadrana, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Can you see the certificate on screen?
Yes, I can see that.
Oath of office. I,
Dr. Abhishek Badrana, having been elected as General Secretary of Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association, do hereby solemnly pledge allegiance to my association, that I will faithfully perform the duties and responsibilities of my position to the best of my ability and support all association activities and programs that will benefit the association and the members in particular, that I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws of Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association, that I further pledge to exemplify the high ideals of my association, to render positive services to the community and nation, and to bring honor and respect to the Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association, that finally I shall impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily and without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Congratulations,
Thank you.
Dr. Abhishek. Now, may I call upon Dr. Abhishek Banerjee to be sworn in as the Joint Secretary. Dr. Abhishek Banerjee, are you ready? Where is he? Dr. Abhishek Banerjee,
Yes, I'm there.
can you see your certificate on the screen?
Yes.
Right. Oath of office, I,
I, Dr. Abhishek Banerjee, having been elected as a Joint Secretary of the Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association, do hereby solemnly pledge allegiance to my association, that I will faithfully perform the duties and responsibilities of my position to the best of my ability and support all association activities and programs that will benefit the association and the members in particular, that I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws of the Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association, that I further pledge to exemplify the high ideals of my association, to render positive service to the community and nation, and to bring honor and respect to the Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association, that finally I shall impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily and without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Jai Hind.
congratulations, Dr. Banerjee.
Thank you.
Now, may I call upon Dr. Anuj Kalra to be sworn in as the Treasurer. Dr. Anuj Kalra,
Yes,
right. Can you see your certificate on the screen?
yes, I can.
Right. Oath of office,
I, Dr. Anuj Kalra, having been elected as Treasurer of the Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association, do hereby solemnly pledge allegiance to my association, that I will faithfully perform the duties and responsibilities of my position to the best of my ability and support all association activities and programs that will benefit the association and the members in particular, that I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws of the Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association, that I further pledge to exemplify the high ideals of my association, to render positive service to the community and nation, and to bring honor and respect to the Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association, that finally I shall impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily and without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai POPMA.
Thank you. Congratulations, Dr. Anuj Kalra. Now, may I invite Dr. Swapnita Patil to be sworn in as the executive member.
Hello, everyone. Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are. Here. And is your certificate visible on your screen?
Yes, sir. I.
No, wait. Oath of office, I,
Dr. Swapnita Patil, having been elected as executive member of the Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association, do hereby solemnly pledge allegiance to my association, that I will faithfully perform the duties and responsibilities of my position to the best of my ability and support all association activities and programs that will benefit the association and the members in particular, that I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws of Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association, that I will further pledge to exemplify the high ideals of my association, to render positive service to the community and nation, and to bring honor and respect to the Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association, that I shall impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily and without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations, Dr. Swapnita.
Thank you, sir.
May I call upon now Dr. Shivani Mungala to be sworn in as the executive member. Dr. Shivani Mungala.
Yes, sir.
Right. Is your certificate visible on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Oath of office.
I, Dr. Shivani Mungala, have been elected as executive member of Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association. Do hereby solemnly pledge allegiance to my association that I will faithfully perform all the duties and responsibility of my position to do the best of my ability and support all association activities and programs, that I will be benefited to the association and the members in particular, that I will uphold the Constitution and bylaws of Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association, that I further pledge to exemplify the high ideas of my association, to render positive service to the community and nation, and to bring honor and respect to the Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association, that finally I shall impose this obligation on myself voluntarily and without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shivani. This ends with the swearing-in ceremony, and may I now congratulate all the 7 executive members. And it is a very good platform to get blessings from all our senior members and start your tenure. And your work starts now, and mine culminates as the returning officer. And may I now pass the baton to Dr. Arpan Shah to take the event forward. Dr. Arpan, over to you.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, Dr. Saikat. It is said that if I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. Introducing the new association as Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association. The association has invoked or added a new zeal to the entire fraternity of oral pathology. And this association, POPMA, is much indebted to the stalwarts of fraternity of oral pathology in India for their support, not only as helping hands, but as members also to these stalwarts. These POPMA Inspire Awards will be presented to those stalwarts of our fraternity for their remarkable and outstanding contribution to our discipline. Through these awards, we seek your blessings and guidance to look further. So thank you very much, all the stalwarts, for being here. So starting with the pioneer of oral pathology in India, Dr. Dinesh Daftary, sir. I would request Dr. Vinay Hazare, sir, to introduce Dr. Dinesh Daftary, sir. Dr. Vinay Hazare, sir, needs no introduction. I can say that Dr. Vinay Hazare, sir, is a face of oral and maxillofacial pathology of India across the globe. So over to you, sir. Please introduce Dr. Dinesh Daftary, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Arpan. And first of all, my best wishes to Bhuvan and his team. and hopefully and definitely they will be doing much better. And we start this auspicious day seeking the blessings from my guru or everybody's guru, Dr. Dinesh Daftary. It's very difficult to say sometime, to introduce your own mentor, but very simply also because my video presentation will simplify it. But before that, let me introduce a real pride of our profession, not only oral pathologist, but the dental profession, Dr. Dinesh Daftari, who was born on 1st January 36. At the age of 18, he joined BDS at Nair Hospital Dental College. And at the age of 24, he was already oral pathologist. And at the age of 26, he started working on oral cancer research project along with Professor Pindberg on at Basic Dental Research Institute, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research, and continued working till almost 34 years, till 2000. And that was the project yielded lot of information, in fact, from corridors of the Nair Hospital Dental College, from the TIFR, the oral precancer went global. In fact, all our classifications, their work is rewarding, and it has been already quoted in the WHO, accepted and quoted. Of course, prevalence values and all natural history. That's of course everyone, each one of us know. So basically, I was learning from him, and I have learned not only the physiology, pathology, but I have learned the philosophy. He is a very philosophical minded guru, as per most of our gurus are philosophy, they teach us philosophy. And of course, present philosophy, if you want to sum up, he has written editorial 2 years back at the age of 86, and that is Musings on Oral Cancer, which is published in our academic journal. So it's worth eye-opener. His priority, his mission, his philosophy is prioritize oral precancer. That is the word I would like to. When he joined dentistry, it was tooth-oriented, dental-oriented. But now he made oral health as a global concept. So with this brief introduction, and now the video is coming, it will elaborate his achievements. Thank you, Arpan. Please play a video.
Yes, sir.
Sir, are you at home?
Yeah, I'm at home.
We are also more comfortable.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Welcome.
Event.
Pleasure to be with you all. Yeah. I like these group of people who are making a change and who are committed to oral pathology in a big way. That's something honestly happy to hear about it. The subject is great subject, and I'm sure you'll make it better. All the best to you people.
Thank you, sir.
Arpan, any difficulty in playing video?
Yes, sir. Sir, it is getting loaded. Just
Okay.
Dr. Piyush, if you can play the video.
yeah. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sound is
Everybody,
coming, right?
please switch off their cameras and mute themselves.
Dr. Upper, can we ask Dr. Daftary to please
Yes,
share
yes,
his
yes.
thoughts with us, the budding oral pathologists?
Yes, yes. But before that, with the permission of Dr. Vinay Hazare sir, I would like to present a virtual certificate to Dr. Dinesh Daftary sir.
Yes, yes, please go ahead. Yes. Sir, are you there?
Yeah, I'm
Daftary
there.
sir?
Am
Yeah,
I
good.
audible? Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, visible,
Yeah.
and
And I was able to.
You all can have a.
Thank you. Thank
Dr.
you all.
Saikat, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you very much, all of you.
Sir, we would like to have your blessings.
Yeah, Arpan, go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, we would like to have a few words of blessings from your side to the new generation of oral pathologists, sir.
Okay. First of all, so let me thank you all for this fantastic introduction and a video. There are many things you desire in life, but do I deserve all these things is a second question. But I'm very happy that you have been able to appreciate and realize the value of an oral pathology by making a change. In oral pathology, distinctly both clinical and histological studies, our biopsies are small and we need to appreciate and correlate the clinical finding with the histology. Essentially, in oral pathology was supposed to be a part of oral diagnosis as well as clinical part of the pathology because that's the only way you can make a contribution. Now, having realized it, that was one of the concepts that made us as a dental profession to go into the field of oral cancer, and where the people would normally ask, why dentist? And the question would come up, why not dentist? Basically, we are dentists, and we must understand that I had a lot of fight along the way to see that the dental profession takes its center stage in preventing or getting involved totally in the field of oral cancer, because that's our obligation also. The society appreciates us, glamorizes our profession, and if we don't do that, we don't deserve what we get. My only honest understanding of the oral pathology is that if we examine the mouth usually, therefore we understand the normality and abnormality both in a better manner than any other person who examines the mouth casually. And second thing, oral cavity is a part of our profession. Oral mucosa is a part of us and not somebody else's part. And we owe an obligation to study oral mucosa and oral lesions. And therefore, it's apparent that what you people are doing is something commendable. And I sincerely thank you, congratulate you for having made this change. There's only one practical advice I can say as a part of practicing oral pathology. When the slides are offered to you for the diagnosis, when you write a report, please sign the report and the top right the report only on the slide submitted. There is a small lesion. The other section, serial section, might show something different. And that's quite important for you to understand the report on the slide submitted to you. And if it's feasible, possible, and convenient, the slide must be kept with you. Simply because you have been given a history and a slide, but you may not have a total number of slides along with you to understand serious. But I realized in my studies over a period in India that when I do a pre-cancer study and when I take a biopsy, the first few part of the section may not show any dysplasia, and later on when I would finish the block when I knew that this is a serious thing, and we do find the changes happening after a certain number of sections. So that's an honest advice, and that's a practical part of the game. But oral mucosa, and therefore oral pathology was started with this too, but there was a change happening, and we did not proceed on the path that we had indicated for various reasons, administrative reasons, change of subject, curriculum, and so forth. But in any case, you are making a breakthrough out of it, making a significant first few important steps for the oral pathology now. And all of you are eager, enthusiastic, and interested in getting the things done. And I'm very happy to be seeing this progress which oral pathology is making a change. I must compliment all of you on taking this initiative, and I'll definitely wish you all the success. And thank you very much for making me part of all of you. I shall remember this event. I shall be happy to be a part of you, and my honest congratulations to all of you. Wishing you all the best to everybody, and thank you once again for this fantastic introduction into this by all of you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, Vinay sir, please unmute yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. And just no question, but simple curiosity. How do you
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
in oral pathology?
Sir, can you please repeat, sir? Your
Sir?
Yeah, you're talking to.
Yeah. So,
yeah, are you? Yes.
Because you have seen a lot of smart people around, and this thing, this induction system, including me. So, how do you feel as the oral pathologist?
Hello.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I'm not.
Yes, sir.
Are you asking me a question? I'm not able to get the voice
No, it's
through.
okay, sir. We'll continue.
What was the
Maybe
question?
I will have an evening chat with you and convey it to the people. Okay. Arpan, please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much,
With rest
Dinesh,
of
sir.
the
Thank you
room,
very
please
much.
go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, next we have the personality who is constantly working for upgrading our knowledge without any CDE, without any convention, without any conference, sitting at home with no conference charges. We are able to upgrade our knowledge of oral pathology, not only of oral pathology, but even the fraternity of dentistry. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Mandana Donoghue ma'am. And I request Dr. Vandana Shah ma'am to introduce Dr. Mandana Donoghue ma'am. Dr. Vandana Shah ma'am is department head at Department of Oral Pathology, KM Shah Dental College, Sumandeep University, Vadodara. Off to you, ma'am. Ma'am, please.
Yeah. Dr. Arpan, a very good afternoon, respected teachers, colleagues, and dear friends. First of all, heartiest congratulations to the entire new team of POPMA and all the best. I'm sure you are going to shoulder the responsibilities very, very professionally and very successfully. It gives me immense pleasure and pride to introduce to all of you another stalwart in the field of oral pathology and microbiology, who's an oral pathologist by profession, an academician, researcher, clinician, and thought leader at heart. The founder and director of Oral Pathology 360, Dr. Mandana Donoghue. I bring to you, ladies and gentlemen, a few drops from the ocean of her vast profile. It'll be a very small part. She holds a master's degree in oral pathology and microbiology. Along with that, she also holds postgraduate diplomas in healthcare management and medico-legal services. Her illustrious journey began in the year 1992 when she was at KLE Belgaum Institute of Dental Sciences, where she initiated the first scientific convention, which is still an enduring tradition that has been continued there to influence the dental health professionals. Thereon, she went on to become the head of the Department of Oral Pathology at College of Dentistry, Davangere, where she again established Living Legends Symposium, which again became a hallmark of excellence. She has to her credit quite a few articles, peer-reviewed articles and book chapters, ladies and gentlemen. Oral Pathology 360, as we have all witnessed, is a testament to her visionary leadership qualities. She founded it to bridge educational gaps, to create an inclusive platform and promote oral and maxillofacial pathology. It has expanded to become a global hub for professionals seeking advanced learning opportunities in oral and maxillofacial diseases and their management. The platform offers education, awareness, and collaboration. Through her leadership, she organized a lot of live streams. We are all aware she's organizing regular live streams and international conferences, which has cemented her reputation as a key figure in global oral pathology community. Under her direction, Oral Pathology 360 has successfully hosted a lot of educational events, including webinars and workshops. And as we all know, one of the most important scientific event is the International Oral Diseases Case Presentation Conference. These events have become essential platforms for both seasoned professionals and young researchers alike. Looking into her vision and future goals, her overarching vision is to democratize access to education in oral pathology, overcoming the barriers of geography, economics, and language. She dared to dream, and she has developed an online mode of education, ladies and gentlemen, deviating from the rote physical conferences. By leveraging the digital format of Oral Pathology 360, she is fostering a new era of interconnected learning and collaboration amongst healthcare professionals worldwide. She aims to incorporate many of more and more interdisciplinary fields into offerings of Oral Pathology 360, thereby ensuring that oral and maxillofacial disease management is approached through multiple perspectives. This will include strengthening ties with oral surgeons, radiologists, and allied health professionals, thereby creating a unified approach to diagnosis and care in dental professionals. So, ladies and gentlemen, a lady who has dared to bring in the digital format of learning, getting education. We welcome her. I request Dr. Arpan to please showcase her certificate.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. I'll share ma'am certificate, but before that, I would request all participants to please switch on the videos. Come on, guys. No one likes to talk with a blank profile. So please switch on your videos.
Yes, proud moment for all of us with senior teachers.
You.
Madam, you deserve this certificate and this award.
Thank you so much. Thank you all, and thank you, dear Vandana. That was so wonderful of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Vanda ma'am, for that wonderful and elaborated interview of Dr. Mandana ma'am. I would request Dr. Mandana ma'am to say a few words for POPMA.
Yes. Thank you so much for this immense honor. Frankly, being honored on the same platform as Dr. Daftary is like awesome by itself. I mean, being on the same breath in the same level is, I know I'm not in the same level, but being around there in the periphery is quite awesome.
You are original. And you belong where you belong, and you belong it absolutely, totally.
Thank you, sir. That is so kind.
Thank you. And I'm sorry to interrupt in between, but I honestly admire what you have been doing.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah,
It is the really the support of people like you, sir, like Hazare, sir, and so many other seniors and so many other colleagues that have really made this possible. I mean, maybe Oral Pathology 360 was started just because youngsters were depressed and the idea was to go on for 6 months and cheer everybody up and then shut it down and move on. But really, that's not what happened. It took a life of its own, and it's now, I'm just a contributor like everybody else. It is something everyone is doing, it is something everyone is supporting. It is a common dream, I think. And it is so much more than me. And I'm so glad to have been able to bring that, to have been the instrument of bringing it to you all. Although I'm really not all of it, because it has taken so much, all the lectures, all the interviews, all the talks, all the support. It takes so much on a weekly basis, every week. Just this week, Hazare sir was attending the meeting, just I think yesterday was it. And it felt so good. I mean, this is something, my message, in fact, to our youngsters too, is never lose your passion. I mean, think of it. Hazare sir was sitting yesterday and listening. I know that Daftari sir attends when he can, and they actually, there is no limitation of saying, I can't do this. They type questions, and I know typing questions in the chat is not the easiest thing because there is character limit and so many things, but they do it. And why? It's that passion. And that's really, if any one of us can have half of that passion, now in this generation, in this time, we can take oral pathology to the absolute heights. Because really, they have done their bit. They started it when it was not there. So they have done their bit. It's the next step. And if we just have half of that passion, we will go to the sky and beyond. I mean, really, we should not think of limitations. We should not think of less. There is nothing less. Think abundance. Think positively. Don't think that we need to promote oral pathology for oral pathology. No, we need to promote oral pathology because the rest of the healthcare system cannot do without oral pathology. It is our duty to see them, to make them see that, so we can fulfill our professional duty. I mean, I'm not really that wise to be able to say much more. This is really all I can say is there's a lot to be said for just going on, for continuing what we're doing. We are blessed to have super seniors, true stalwarts who are actually open to coming ahead with change and supporting something this new. This is a great blessing. It doesn't happen everywhere, guys. And we got to make the best of it. We really do. And we have a great group. And before I end, let me congratulate the office winners. Wish you all the best. Remember, you are going to be the change, and you're also going to make us ready for the change. So all the best. And thank you all so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing your wonderful thoughts with us. I'm sure that under the guidance of all these stalwarts, POPMA will reach their heights and sky is the limit, and we will keep on going further. Thank you very much, Mandana ma'am and Vandana ma'am. Now, We oral pathologists, we are very sincere in studies. We make a lovely teachers. We put our heart in our professional work. At the same time, we are talented and we are passionate enough to pursue our hobbies. So, as we become shining stars in our professional life, we can be shining stars in our personal life, in extracurricular activities as well. And today we are going to felicitate such one shining star, Dr. Usha Hegde ma'am. And I request our newly elected General Secretary, Dr. Abhishek Badranna sir, to introduce Dr. Usha Hegde ma'am. Over to you, sir.
My pleasure. And my honor actually to introduce Usha ma'am. So I'll just go to the first slide and yeah. So Dr. Usha Hegde, she has an undergraduate degree from JSS Dental College, Mysore, MDS from SDM Dental College, Dharwad. She's currently the professor of oral pathology and microbiology in JSS Dental College in Mysore. She has more than 100 publications. She has over 20 guest lectures, books published around 3. She has 1 patent publication. She is very good in studies too. She was university rank 1 in UG BDS with 4 gold medals, and she stood 11th rank in the state level entrance exam for her post-graduation seat. So it is, as Arpan said, it is more than that she does. She has completed several full marathons, which is about 42.2 kilometers, which her personal best is 3 hours, 52 minutes, 33 seconds. And she was first place in her age category in Bengaluru Marathon in 2022. She has done many 5Ks and 10Ks running. 5Ks she finishes in 22 minutes, 10K she finishes in 47 minutes. She has cycled from Mysore to Ooty, Mysore to Goa, and she has swum in Tonnur Kere, which is a natural pond in Mysore, which is about 2.5 kilometers in diameter. And she has done an open sea water swim challenge in Chennai. And a cherry on the cake was she completed Ironman. She represented India in Australia, where she did 3.8 kilometers swim in seawater, 108 kilometers cycling, and 42.2 kilometers after all the 2 regiments in around, as you see in the photograph, in 14 hours, 30 minutes and 25 seconds. And right now, she's one of the few Ironman certified coach from Yoska. If you want to do this challenge, Dr. Usha Hegde will help you. And the cherry on cake, she summited Everest. This gave her the title being the first oral pathologist to summit the Mount Everest on 19th May 2024 at around 6 p.m. She is married to Dr. Ajay Hegde, who's on himself a orthopedician in Mysore. She's blessed with two children, Akarsh Hegde, who's in internship, and Aryav Hegde, who's in first year MBBS. So back to you, Dr. Arpan.
Thank you very much, Abhishek sir.
Dr. Arpan, I'm proud student of Usha Hegde ma'am. So
yeah,
it's my honor. Like I'm very much happy to see ma'am at this point of time. It's quite nostalgic due to her like she has to attend one conference and present as a speaker. That's why she is not available here. But we have a video bite of hers and we can share that.
yeah. Before that, I can, with your permission, I can share the certificate of Usha ma'am. So the introduction and journey of Usha ma'am says that oral pathologist be like hum kisi se kam nahi. And yes, this is another way to show the world that yes, our fraternity exists and our fraternity can do best in each and every aspect of life. So here is the video of Dr. Usha ma'am.
Can I chip in with something?
Yes, yes.
You know, my professor, Dr. B. Ramesh Pondicherry, used to say that oral pathologists are the smartest people on the earth. And ma'am has actually, sort of personified that.
Yes, yes, yes. That's true.
And something to add upon, if somebody is good at something and your profession is oral pathology and you want to be the best. Now, if two oral pathologists are competing in publication, how do you compete going to Mount Everest?
Yes, yes, yes.
How do you do that?
You don't actually, you just let her go and then hear the experiences.
Yeah, that's what do the best what you are in the best. That sets you apart. That's
yes.
Bhuvan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just I mean, of course, we should listen to this Iron Man. Okay, let's go ahead to listen. Start,
Sir,
video.
please go. Don't interrupt.
No. This is just one. Like oral pathologist, this Iron Man is the Usha Hegde. But the one who scaled the Everest is Dr. Mahendra Mahajan, my student. He is an ultra endurance cyclist. He did a lot of K2 and all those things, and he is a joint winner in doubles category representing India in race across America way back in maybe 2016. And he is also, both of us we are really proud of Usha and Dr. Mahendra. Okay, Usha,
Dr. Mahendra
I
is
have
an
heard
oral
about your
pathologist.
achievement. Okay, good. Just wanted to share my, my pride students.
Hello everyone, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Greetings from ನಮ್ಮ Mysuru. I am Dr. Usha Hegde, working as professor in the Department of Oral Pathology and Microbiology at the prestigious College of Jesus Dental College and Hospital, Jesus Academy of Higher Education and Research, Mysuru, Karnataka. A warm welcome to one and all present here. I completed my undergraduation at the very same college in the year 1995 and joined my postgraduation at SDM Dharwad. After completing my postgraduate in Dharwad, I rejoined my alma mater Jesus Dental College in 1998 and have been ever since working here at this very same college, even though I took a break of about 7 years in between when my children were young. I've had 25 plus years of teaching experience, teaching both undergraduates and postgraduate students. I must say, now teaching has gone beyond just addressing the students. It is taken up to research and publications and patents and whatnot. But what I enjoy most even today is teaching my dear undergraduate students. It gives a sense of fulfillment and it's very gratifying. However, I want to share that the present Gen X students are very well versed in the advanced molecular levels or in the advanced fields, but forget to learn the basics well. Thanks to my postgraduate boss, Dr. Kumar GS, who insisted a lot on mastering the basics. the first year of our post-graduation went completely in learning our basics right. And even till today, I am happy to say that because of these strongings, my pathology backing is very strong. So I urge you all, whether it's UG students or postgraduate students, kindly get your basics right. Don't go for shortcut methods. There are a lot of books in your own library. Read them and try to understand it, apply it. The next best important thing is application of these basics in your day-to-day practice. What you learn in astrology, you definitely need to understand and apply it in your pathology cases. An ardent oral pathologist, I love diagnosing the slides and always one should keep in mind when you're diagnosing a slide is the patient. Don't go just by theoretical books. Collect all the possible clinical information. Connect both clinical and histopathological aspects. Look at the patient as a whole and not just as a slide in your department. And finally, it is our duty to help the surgeon and the clinician to manage the patient better through our diagnosis. So we definitely play a very important role in a patient's life. So take hold of yourself, be responsible and be accountable. Apart from teaching, I have been balancing my passions, and my passion is sports, more precisely endurance sports. Almost since 12 to 13 years, I have been into sports. Started very humbly with a 5 kilometer run when I turned 40. It went on and on to cover marathon distances of 42 kilometers. From marathoner became a triathlete of swimming, cycling and running. And most recently, I summited the world's tallest peak, Mount Everest, standing tall at 29,000 feet on May 19th, 2024. I'm sharing all this with you guys because, dear students, it is very important for us in life not to just be academically proficient, but to be passionately pursuing your other interests. It is definitely possible. 24 hours in a day is a really long time. Out of these 24 hours, it's not asking too much time to take out time of maximum of 1 hour for yourself to follow your passions. Your Everest could be anything. It could be dancing, singing, reading books, or any kind of activities that you want to do. So I urge you, dear students, to inculcate this habit within you as students and make it a lifelong habit. If I have to say the challenges that I have faced, yes, definitely in balancing, especially as women, we have multiple roles to play. We are homemakers, we are career-oriented persons. We need to take stock of our own personal passions and balance life. So I will not say that it's not easy. Definitely, it is difficult, but it is not impossible. Give priorities, delegate your time wisely, and definitely it is possible. My day starts generally at 4 or 4:30 a.m. and ends by 9. In this span, I can get a lot of work done. Inculcate these habits wherein you take out time for yourself, plan every single day uh, to see you achieving more and more. Thank you, Dr. Bhuvan and team, for giving me this opportunity. Wishing you all happy oral pathology learning and happy life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bhuvan, for uh, getting the video from Dr. Usha ma'am, and her words have been really inspiring for all of us. Thanks a lot. Now, oral pathology as a specialty, I always think that our specialty is always, it becomes a specialty only when we practice it. We need to teach what we teach, and we want to felicitate one such practicing oral pathologist who has set the standards really high as a private practitioner, as a stand-alone laboratory practitioner in the fraternity of oral pathology in India. Guys, when I started practicing oral pathology, histopathology at Vadodara, I thought that I'm doing something which is very much great, which is something out of box thing. But when I heard about Dr. Kabita Chatterji ma'am, can you believe I have heard, I haven't interacted personally with Dr. Kabita ma'am, but I have heard that she used to get almost 9,000 to 10,000 biopsies per annum to report. And the practice which all of us, I think, can only dream at present. So let us felicitate Dr. Kabita Chatterji ma'am. I would invite Dr. Abhishek Banerjee, our Joint Secretary, to introduce Dr. Kabita ma'am. Dr. Abhishek, off to you.
Thank you, Dr. Arpan. It was really a great introduction.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah, it's visible. So before introducing ma'am, I just want to share my personal experiences that I am from a private dental college, and my dental college is not that very famous like SDM or JSS Dental College or any other college. But I was very happy when I first met my guide, Dr. V.V. Kamath. Extremely non-torturing, what I can say. He was very friendly with us, and he always used to give the basic insights, and he used to touch the basics of oral pathology. He's also an alumni of Nair Dental College. And last time when I met with Dr. Vinay Hazare sir, he also shared few experiences about Dr. V.V. Kamath. He's not a very popular face in IOMP also, because due to some other problems. So whatever the basic interest about oral pathology, and I never thought that oral pathology is some less department or some last ranking department or something like that. No, never. Because he always instilled that oral pathology is something great. And oral pathology is the bridge that is connecting dentistry and all other fields, what I can feel. So whatever nourishment I have got from my college, that is only from my guide. And also from one more teacher. She is a senior lecturer, Dr. Lavanya Sundaram. She is an alumni of Oxford Dental College. Probably Dr. Bhadrana knows. Extremely good teacher, young, passed out MDS, but she has given me a lot of push and lot of motivation towards this particular specialty. And I will never forget this two persons in my life. So this is all about I have got from my boss. But what about after my MDS? I was like totally in the sea when one oral surgeon called me up and told that I am going to send you, do you report cases? And I told, yes, I do report. Okay, then I will send you one case. I thought it's probably a small biopsy what he will be sending me. It's very easy. Chalo, one slide, I will just report and send a report. But I saw that day outside my clinic, a patient is waiting with 2 thallies in his hand. And when I told, where is the sample? He told, sir, this. and that is the total excision specimen, that entire buccal mucosa and that neck nodes and everything. And I'm totally in the soup, and I don't know what to do. And I was in nightmare for the next few nights. I don't know from where I should start and where I should finish. And trust me, and I called so many faculties whom I know, that how to start with, and I didn't get any reply. Few told it's very late night to reply. Few told call me tomorrow. And then this is a real fact I'm telling. And there I have never met this lady, a professor, never in my life. I just randomly called her from her website and I told, ma'am, I'm practicing and I'm getting goosebumps. Ma'am, I want to know how this is, how to report this case. She told, it's a very big story. How can I tell you over phone? I said, ma'am, I will manage, but at least you tell me how to start. Then she shared me few things, and then she told me to go to CAP protocols and all these things. I started reading. Then I found what is depth of invasion. Don't know. I never knew what is depth of invasion. Then again I called ma'am in the night. Then ma'am, but she's always one lady that she never refused to reply. Even she is in deep sleep, she will at least reply very politely that call me at 8:45 in the morning. And her 8:45 is 8:45. It is not like I am still busy. And on the way in the traffic from 8:45 till 9:15, she has explained me what is depth of invasion. And that is a lifetime lesson which I have got from a teacher who has never taught me in my PG. And this is what I think every one of us is a student and every one of us is a teacher for someone. So describing her in this 2-3 slides, I cannot tell. Later I have met her. I met sir, ma'am's husband, extremely great personalities. Ma'am has driven her oral pathology practice because of sir. And most important, she always gives credits to the two technicians. And she also told me that if I leave my practice, will you take my technicians to your practice? And that was a great thing. She gifted me her hot air oven and many from her practice that is kept with me. And finally, going on with the slide, that she received her BDS from University of Calcutta, 1981. I was not born. And again, PG from University of Mangalore, again 1985, I was not born. She has served as a professor and head of the Department of Oral and Maxillofacial Pathology, Buddha Institute of Dental Sciences, Patna. No one knew this college. This college, the students used to pass just by threatening people. She has put this department in such a heights that even government colleges feel ashamed. She has a big library and big department of immunohistochemistry. And I have few of my seniors who are working there as professors, and it's just a marvelous department. She's a postgraduate teacher and examiner in oral pathology of over last 39 years. And I just wonder why she won't get the 10,000 samples. When I have been to her clinic, I saw a dental chair with only some 2 instruments and a big line of big queue, and no one is telling I have a jaw pain, I have a tooth pain. It's all oral disease. So this is the level of expertise and this is the level of awareness she has created. And I think this is not very difficult. If we all start practicing, no, even this general pathologist will also fear of us. They will also know that there is a guy who reports oral cases, and we should not give all cases of amyloblastoma and all cases of mucositis like that. She has authored almost numerous research papers and publications. These are very small things in life. But what she has installed is, like, many students are reading her book. Today she could not respond us properly to Dr. Bhuvan, neither me, but I have sent her a message about this particular presentation and all. When I go for exams, many students, they tell that we read dental anatomy from her book, and it's a great matter of pride. She is a member of Indian Dental Association and Indian Association of Oral and Maxillofacial Pathologists, and she will be a forever patron for POPMA also. She has an exclusive clinic as Oral and Maxillofacial Pathology Clinic So I took the same thing for my pathology practice also. My pathology practice name is the oral and maxillofacial pathology practice, Durgapur. So oral, so it started with the sincere efforts in detecting the cancer and cytological specimens. Her lab is a very small lab in a first floor of her house, and the clinical area is in the ground floor where she shares the space with a surgeon. Surge is a surgeon by profession, and she had two technicians. A very old house and very near to Kashipur, Kolkata, and she has beautiful maintenance of records and everything. So I'm really honored to the entire organizing team of this particular event to give me this opportunity to speak about ma'am. And I would have been very happy if ma'am would have been also here. But thank you so much, and thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Dr. Abhishek. With your permission, I would like to share the certificate for Madam. Thank you. I hope we can invite Dr. Kabita ma'am in some of our meetings and have a
Yes.
words of wisdom from Dr. Kabita ma'am in future.
We will call Dr. Usha Hegde ma'am and Dr. Kabita Chatterji ma'am to one of our governing body meetings, and there we can have the words of wisdom, or we can plan such kind of event again also.
I have a suggestion, Dr. Nagpal.
Yes, sir.
This was a suggestion where I made it earlier in Belgaum Conference, way back in 1970, around that period, that all of you are now practicing pathology, have an affiliation to professionalism hospitals, colleges. Each of you can standardize your specialty, which you will take more interest than otherwise. Like you take interest in salivary gland tumors, then you should be sort of committed to advancement of oral pathology and for postgraduate studies, that all those who get a slice of oral salivary gland tumors send you some sample history related to you also. So you will have your own collection of salivary gland tumors, which will be useful to all of us. Similarly, somebody whose interest is, say, odontogenic tumors would create a similar type of collection selection, which will be useful to all of us. So that way, if you can, on his own, you can make out a simple beginning of your own specialty, subspecialty collection. So it will
Yes,
be
sir.
useful to many people over a period of time. This is something that I had suggested way back in the law conference, to choose 5 or 6 dental schools and do that job.
Surely.
Secondly, I just take an extra 1 second. I only want to tell you whether you have an obligation to the society also. And that cannot be forgotten. I have written a museum organs. I have rather been blunt in the subject. If we are being honored by the society at large, do we pay back our debt for the pleasure that they've given us? And I think you collectively, somewhere you figure it out, at least in your own districts or otherwise, you can get together and figure it out how best you can do at least something on the prevention of oral cancer by prioritizing pre-cancer. If we could do it those days with 250,000 individuals in the field studies, I'm sure all of you can do something about it. But collectively, you'll do far ahead than individually. This is what I was trying to convey to you. So please branch out in a little differently. So what you have done is a great by indicating that you will be practicing the specialty as oral pathology, because so many general pathologists have now stopped practicing pathology. They're only working as a laboratory technician, running a technical lab. So that way, keeping your attitude, obligation, and attachment to the principle of your subject is certainly a great achievement for me, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. And if there's any way future I can be useful, helpful, or otherwise, I'll be very happy to do so. These are just a few suggestions.
Yes, sir.
after
No,
considering.
no, sir. These are like these are the words of wisdom which and the suggestions which our seniors are giving in the form of blessings. And definitely, sir, we will execute this thing for the next period of like 6 months. And definitely, I will ask all the practicing oral pathologists to have some registry, and we will delegate, because we all are into the private practice, and we can delegate the work to all the people to collect one particular pathology segment. Like one can have salivary gland pathology, one can have odontogenic cysts, and one can have odontogenic tumors. So yes, indeed. And for the prevention of oral cancer, sir, yes, we have already written one letter to Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Health Minister. And again, for the detection of oral pre-cancer or potentially malignant disorders, we'll definitely work out on this part in the governing body meeting, and we'll take necessary steps, sir. Your suggestions will definitely be considered, sir. And I'll give a update also on that part.
That is very nice.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
And all the best, congratulations to all of you. I'm happy to be part of you all. Thank you very much
Thank you, sir.
for giving me the platform to speak. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Before we go ahead for the launch of the POPMA magazine, the Oral Pathologist, we would like to felicitate our guest of honor, Dr. Vinay Hazare, sir, and Dr. Sharda ma'am. Also, Dr. Sharda ma'am is not present today. She couldn't be here. So, thank you very much, sir, for being with us today over here.
Thank you, Bhuvan and team. It is wonderful to see you on this e-platform. Let's meet together.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, just a small token of appreciation
Yes, sir.
from our side.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Honored.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Abhishek, sir. Badranna, sir.
Yes, doctor. Yes, doctor.
Yes, sir. Sir, I think you can receive the certificate on ma'am's behalf. Sharda ma'am's, I think she's traveling
Yes.
to Vijayawada today. I spoke to her.
Yeah,
So,
I will convey the regards
Yes.
to her,
Yes,
and would like to tell that ma'am actually called me and said that I'm retiring, Abhishek, from academics. What are you doing? I said, ma'am, I'm doing a bit of oral path slides here. Let's do something together. She's 60 years old, and she comes in auto rickshaw to the lab, and she sits and sees the slides. There's nothing like she wants to like right now, but she's so passionate about oral path that today also she calls up. She has taken in charge that she's going to call up the clinicians every time the X-ray doesn't come or a clinical picture doesn't come. She calls up and speaks to them, and she markets our services, saying that we are starting this one. This boy is doing something. I'm with him. So it really baffles me seeing her humility. And thank you for this honor. I will definitely share it with ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Bhuvan.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah. So, thank you very much, Dr. Bhuvan, and newly elected office bearers of POPMA, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to moderate this session of felicitation and awards. For the next session of launch of POPMA magazine, I would like to call upon Dr. Rujuta Patil for further
I
proceedings.
think Dr. Swapnita, Dr. Swapnita.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please
Yeah.
go ahead with the Dr. Swapnita will be telling about the magazine which we are working because Dr. Rujuta, actually, she's all alone and her daughter is just 1 year old. I think she won't be able to present. So Dr. Swapnita, she has also worked equally and she can go ahead with that. We have Dr. Aparna, Dr. Geet Priya, Dr. Arushi ma'am, all are, even Vandana ma'am, all are helping us in this magazine work. Dr. Ketki, sorry if I have forgotten any of the names. Uh, Dr. Swapnita, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Is my screen visible, sir?
Yes.
Thank you, sir, for giving me an opportunity to present regarding our magazine. So I'm one of the member of editorial committee, and this is the front page of our magazine. This magazine is known as the Oral Pathologist, which is initiated by POPMA, Practicing Oral Pathologist and Microbiologist Association. These are members of the editorial board committee. So something about the magazine. The Oral Pathologist magazine, it is an official publication of POPMA, which is launched in 2024. The magazine aims to serve as a cornerstone for oral pathology community by offering insights, updates, and development in the field of oral pathology and microbiology. The publication of this magazine will be biannual and online. It will feature scholarly articles, case studies, interviews, and students' contributions. Aim of this magazine, it seeks to achieve two primary goals of POPMA Association. The first is to propel oral pathologists into diagnostic fields as independent practitioners, positioning them as critical component of comprehensive dental care. Secondly, it strives to spark interest in oral pathology among aspiring dentists, encouraging them to pursue this specialty and build successful future dentists and in academics as well as in private diagnostic centers. Uh, the magazine is structured around 8 key segments. So one by one, we will go through these 8 key segments. All about POPMA is the first segment of the magazine. We can feature the journey of POPMA till now and its contribution towards the field of pathology and everything about the association. The association was formed 1 year back, and since the association was established till now, we will be sharing everything in the magazine. The next key segment is Aspire to Inspire. This will feature the journey of pioneers and experts. The next key segment is the Oral Pathology World, which will feature news highlights. Next segment is Pride of POPMA. Here, the achievements and accolades of POPMA members will be featured. Showcase your published papers. Here, the research papers, like original researches, then case reports, case series, and systematic reviews, they are welcomed. Book reviews. Here, this includes summary of the published books. Art of Oral Pathology is the next segment. Here, the theme of this segment is anything and everything related to oral pathology. Here, this includes artistic expression of pathology world. The next segment is the students column. Here, the featuring of young budding dentist will be there. Short blogs on topics or news related to oral pathology will be included. And the last date for the submission submission of the matter, it will be on till 15th October 2024. So I request everyone to share your relevant content for the magazine. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Dr. Yes, Dr. Rujuta is here and Dr. Rujuta Patil is here and she wants to say something. Yes, Dr. Rujuta, please.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a great event, and sorry I couldn't come on camera due to some personal issues, but I am extremely happy to be part of POPMA Association first. As I am a periodontist, no, I'm a non-oral pathologist, but I'm really very welcomed, and I support the cause behind POPMA, and I feel it's not just for oral pathologists, because as a dentistry also we are taking a step together and moving ahead and giving some new direction to the entire dental fraternity. So I stand with the vision and mission of POPMA, and with this I myself got an opportunity to be part of the magazine, The Oral Pathologist, and I'm extremely happy that we have come up with magazine that can cater to oral pathology in a very different perspective. And definitely I want everyone to be part of this magazine, and we all would the entire the oral pathologist team would love everybody to submit their work to showcase. This is not just to it's not just like we are here to showcase our work, it's to inspire everyone through the work. Every senior pathologist, oral pathologist over here applauds. I really am inspired by everyone, so we would want everybody to showcase your work and help the budding dentist to choose pathology or to look at dentistry in a very different aspect. And they can also think that oh yes, I can make my career in this direction, probably I can compete with the medical fraternity. So I'm extremely happy, and please support the magazine, please do share, and try to make it a we are trying to make it a big hit. So I request everyone to support the magazine, and thank you all. Thank you, Dr. Bhuvan, for the opportunity as well. Thank you.
The Oral Pathologist magazine is we have applied for the trademark TM, and it's under the process already. We can use the TM word, and once it is registered we will use the R, and we have applied for the ISSN, and it's almost like in the final stages of the ISSN number allotment. And I ask Dr. Geet Priya madam and Dr. Arushi ma'am to give some insights on the magazine, as all are working on the same.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Bhuvan to give me this opportunity to be part of the editorial team of the magazine, The Oral Pathologist. I'm blessed to be part of the team, as we have coordinated and we have planned like the different sections of the magazine. I think it would be inspiring and will give a platform to young budding oral pathologists. And like that, like especially there are different pages in which they can give animated images, like they can understand the subject better, and they can grow in this field. Obviously they have like they can give their they can either share their cases, or like there are different platforms, and I'm sure they will pursue masters also. Like we know in colleges the scenario has changed, and generally they don't prefer to go for masters. So I think again that boom will come again in this field, that after UG they will prefer oral pathology as a PG subject. And because when they will see the future, how their jobs are created, I'm sure they will be like, they will look forward to join oral pathology again. And regarding the magazine, there are different sections, and like even in this conference also, like they are like this section of that inspire section is there, in which we had like just heard about Dr. Usha Hegde ma'am and other doctors. So I think our field is growing, and together we can really work well and grow in this field as a team. And let's support each other in every possible way. Let's spread the word through different social media platforms also. We will post on LinkedIn, and we'll try to enter other social media platforms regarding the magazine. So all of you, please support and spread the word. Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Yes, Arushi ma'am.
So we'll be inaugurating the magazine or with the
Yes,
video?
we can go ahead. I think then you can tell about that and along with your vote of thanks. Dr. Piyush, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please uh, start with the launch process or the inauguration process of the. I request all the stalwarts, all our senior pathologists to be on the dais and please inaugurate our magazine, launch our magazine. Yes, Dr. Saikat.
First of all, let's just congratulate Dr. Piyush for creating such a beautiful thing to be inaugurated online.
Yes, yes.
And there are, somebody working backstage, not showing his face and doing wonderful job. And then may I request all of us to switch off our videos and just let the stalwarts be there with their videos on when we
Yes,
inaugurate
yes, yes.
the
Yes,
when we
very right,
inaugurate
very
the
right.
magazine.
Yes.
Yeah. Dr. Geetpriya, if you could just switch off your video.
Yes. And Vinay, sir, Hazare sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. You have to keep your camera on, sir.
Mine camera is on. What I
yes,
need
yes,
to do?
yes.
And Mandana
You
ma'am,
all have to
Mandana
say we are launching the magazine, then the curtain will be open, sir.
Mandana ma'am is there.
Ma'am, yes, yes. Mandana ma'am is there. Daftary sir is also there.
Okay, can we?
Yes, we are ready for the launch of the new magazine or journal, and the oral pathologist is most welcome in our academics. We launched the oral pathologists.
Yes, Piyush.
Can we all unmute our mics and give a huge round of applause?
Yes, yes. Everybody can. Then the digital version. Piyush, please show the digital version.
भारत रग रग में है जीत की आदत, ऐसा हुनर दुश्मन भी सलामी दे। तू सूरज हम तेरे उजाले, तुझसे जुदा नहीं होने वाले, आखिर तक हम सफर तिरंगे के।
You can show the digital version too.
Yes, please show the digital version.
जश्न है भारत रग रग में है जीत की आदत, ऐसा हुनर दुश्मन भी सलामी दे। तू सूरज हम तेरे उजाले, तुझसे जुदा नहीं होने वाले, आखिर तक हम सफर तिरंगे के। जय हिंद जो नस नस में है, हर बाजी फिर बस में है, सिद्ध जान के हिंदुस्तान बोले। सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम सस्य श्यामलाम वंदे मातरम। सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम सस्य श्यामलाम वंदे मातरम।
So, Bhuvan, can we start with a vote of thanks?
Yeah, please. Yes. We are done with the inauguration. Piyush?
Yes, sir.
Please close the music and
Doctor, you can stop sharing.
we can stop that and then we can have. Yes, Dr. Arpan.
Yes. So, Piyush, please stop sharing.
Wait a second.
We can have vote of thanks by Arushi ma'am now.
Yes, yes, yes. I think, ma'am, before that, we can ask the senior members to say some few words about the closing remarks or for the magazine or what they felt. Vinay Hazare sir, Mandana ma'am, and then I think with your vote of thanks we can validate the function.
Mandana, please do the honors. Are you around?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir, yes, sir, I'm
Yeah,
there.
please do on our behalf. Yeah, please.
Okay, that's a great honor. Thank you, sir. I cannot assume to be able to really represent what sir, the Vinay Hazare sir or Dinesh Daftary sir would want to say, or the dignitaries who are not with us. But I think what I can say is that the emotion is that you all are doing a great job, and there's a lot. Yes, there's a lot to be done, but you're doing it marvelously well. It's the right track, and I think you can just keep on with it. And we are all there to support in whatever way we can. And there is a mine of information in the form of our seniors, information, awareness, ability. It is up to you all to really be able to use it and get that help, since they have very kindly offered. And wonderful job on everything so far. Wonderful. All the best.
Sir, Hazare sir, please
Yes.
do the honors. Without your blessings, we cannot close the or wrap up the function, the event, sir.
Thank you. It was really a very good day to spend with you all. And that's what I was just thinking. How many think tanks are there around us? Like each one of us are really think tank. And as the most senior think tank is Dr. Daftary, he keeps on talking about philosophy of preventing oral precancer. And Mandana has taken us, absolutely 360 degrees. I'm sure POPMA and the Oral Pathologist magazine will definitely be more rewarding to the profession. And yes, there has to be some, like editorial to be based on, new thinking, new insights or musings, or, the word we may coin it, So I would suggest editorials to be based on, from the experts like think tanks. Thank you so much.
Sir, it is actually a magazine. It is not a journal. So
I know, I have read
we'll
it.
have a
Magazine.
informal way of communicating the things, because already journals are there.
Yes,
So-
yes. But this
So-
is the oral pathologist today, like India today, something like that. Outlook and other things. So
yes.
we'll be making a very good beginning. Good. Congratulations to the team.
Thank you,
And great job for the waiting for the editors. Good.
I think I request Dr. Arushi ma'am to
Dr.
give the
Dinesh
vote
sir
of
wants to speak something.
yes.
Daftary sir wants to speak something.
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Are you around? Oh, you have changed the day. Yeah, I mean,
No,
so
I'm there.
is it
Yeah.
coffee time?
Anyway, I can only tell you one thing. Over a period of years of experience, if the baby is born, you brought the baby on the planet Earth. It has to be nurtured. And that's the important part of the game. Nurturing the baby to its level of your objectives. And there can be little heartbreaks on and off, but it's a initiative that I think the initiative should be continued with a lot of nurturing in a positive way. I wish you well, and I'm sure for a period of years it will mature enough to whatever you call it, a magazine or say whatever it is, it will have its impact on the thinking of the people who practice oral pathology. And my best to you all. Thank you very much for making me part of your group. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So as we now come to the end of our program, before that, I would say the day I had taken up my seat in oral pathology, and I entered my department in Manipal, and that time Nirmala ma'am was the head of department, and when I went to the department, Dr. Prabhu was there. So another very eminent name in the field of oral pathology, and he was sitting there. And he says, look, Arushi, you're joining this, but I want like somebody should do it also in a private level. So will you do that, or will you join the academics like everybody else? So that time I was like, totally like I was like thinking like oral pathology, perhaps more academics. So I did not even in my dreams think that people would go into private practice and serve the community as an oral pathologist. But those were his words then in 2000, that join and come in the private sector, and now seeing people practicing, it's sort of a dream which he had, that oral pathologists should also come in the forefront as practicing oral pathologist and serve the community that ways. So I'm really proud today to have Dr. Daftary here with us. I heard wisdom words and all your pearls of wisdom. Dr. Hazare sir has been there, and I was happy you recognized me, Inga, and you have been guiding us always, sir. So as a vote of thanks, now I would like to conclude this meeting, and nothing can begin or end without the blessings of Almighty. So foremost, we will join hands and our heads bowed in gratitude. I would thank the Lord for blessing our organization, POPMA, and all its endeavors, the current and for the future. Secondly, would pay our respect to all our gurus, all our respective gurus in the field of oral pathology who have and still are guiding us. We humbly extend our gratitude towards Dr. Daftary sir, the Pitama of oral pathology in India, Dr. Mandana ma'am, Dr. Usha ma'am, Dr. Kabita ma'am, for enlightening us with their valuable suggestions for our fraternity. We wish you all continue to do so. Gratitude towards Dr. Hazare sir for blessing the organization with his presence and valuable inputs. A special mention for Dr. Mandana madam for a constant help and for always being just a phone call away for any need. Thank you so much, madam. Would like to wholeheartedly thank our remaining advisory board members, Dr. Sharda madam, Dr. Vanna madam, Dr. Sonali madam, and Dr. Shivani madam for graciously accepting our request to keep POPMA on the right tracks by their valuable advice. A big shout out to Dr. Bhuvan Nagpal, our founder president, who has tirelessly toiled to bring together like-minded people for the upliftment of our branch, which more often than not has always received a stepchild treatment by rest of our dental fraternity. So more power to you, Bhuvan. I would like to congratulate our first panel of office bearers of the organization and the magazine editorial committee. Special mention to Dr. Rujita and Dr. Aparna, our managing editors, on whom now lies the responsibility to lay down the strong foundation of POPMA in the form of good, constructive guidelines for the betterment of its members, present and future. I would like to extend thanks to Dr. Saikat, our returning officer, for conducting our first elections of the association in a free and fair manner. I would like to thank Dr. Piyush and Dr. Anuj for providing the technical help for all the ventures. Thank you, Dr. Arpan, our moderator, for the event today. Finally, the event would not be successful without our attendees, seniors, colleagues, and juniors. Thank you for taking out time to make this event a success. I would end by saying, POPMA, may our tribe increase. Thank you so much. Over you to Bhuvan for the final.
I think over to Dr. Saikat, sir.
Thank you, sir. I think we are now almost
on time
about...
and we have 3 minutes. So I request Vandana Shah ma'am, because she is the patron of our magazine and she is on our advisory board. So I request ma'am, what you think about the work which is being going on, or what is your take on that? Or say some few words, because you have been with our association also.
So the only thing missing after payment would be the food.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
could have sent
That will
food
be
coupons.
that is ordered with Swiggy. It will reach everybody's place.
Yeah, so food coupons for everybody along with the this
Yes.
online conference, right? It is a wonderful, I mean, I think almost flawless organization of 2 hours, because at the outset, maybe initially I was wondering 2 hours online, so I mean, we are not used to sitting 2 hours online, but this was wonderful. And congratulations to the office bearers. I think the responsibility does increase manyfold to take POPMA to great heights. And I'm sure with our gurus like Daftary sir, Hazare sir, and Sharda ma'am, Kabita madam, Mandana madam, so we are going to reach heights. The POPMA is going to grow many folds, and I'm sure we all make sure to take it to bigger and bigger heights. And all of us do work. I mean, the office bearers, not just the office bearers, but I mean, by next year, maybe from 83, we grow to 183 or 283. So the onus lies on all of us. And Dr. Bhuvan, yes, you've been the pioneer for POPMA and really worked hard to it. So congratulations, even Dr. Saikat, a wonderful, wonderful job done as a returning officer for the elections, fair elections. And I think the entire team needs a big round of applause for this wonderful event today. And looking forward to many more to come and be a part of this wonderful organization. I'm really happy to be a part and looking forward to growing together with everybody here. Thank you.
I think we all can have a photograph that is left, and 1 minute left. Dr. Saikat.
Okay, मेरे को लेना नहीं आता है.
हाँ, no, we will take.
Yeah.
All of us on one screen?
Yes, it will. I think Mandana ma'am will help us. Sorry, ma'am, you are guest, but you are our member also. So
yeah.
Yes, don't worry. I shall do it.
I think everybody should switch on their cameras and.
We have a visitor. Dr. Arvinda Babu has joined us recently.
Yes.
He's traveling, it seems. Welcome. Hi, Arvinda.
I was fine. Hi, sir. I was on my way to Lucknow to attend EC meeting. IOMP tomorrow, sir.
Okay. Hello, sir.
Hi, sir. Hi, madam.
Hello.
Yes. Nice meeting.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm just
Arvinda
taking one
sir.
extra. Everybody wait. Just in case. Yes, we have two. That should do. Okay. Yes.
So we are, yes, Hazare sir. Okay.
Hats off to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. All your blessings, senior people's blessings, sir. And it's a team effort. Everybody is so enthusiastic and want to work. And I don't know what will be the outcome, but we will give our level best to revive it so that the perception will change. And I think we should leave this thing on time. Let our efforts speak. That will be the best thing which I can say.
Yes.
We are on time. And thank you, ma'am. It was seriously, I must tell you, that experience which I had in IOD CPC, it has helped me in organizing this small event of 2 hours. And we started exactly 3 o'clock and we finished at 5. So everybody, we were like bit nervous because it was first for us, first of a kind such event. But with everybody's presence, they have graced the event in true sense.